Hey guys, topic of the day is going to be about sleep. And I am wondering how many people found that their sleep behavior changed post stroke. Or am I out here alone on this? So, what was your sleeping habits prior post stroke? Did you find yourself sleeping at a normal time and, got your 7 to 8 hours of sleep, felt refreshed? And then when you had your stroke, did you find that it was difficult to sleep? For me, I'm a night owl. I was diagnosed with sleep phase disorder. I've had it my whole life. And I have tried everything under the sun, so I'm not looking for suggestions because I've tried it. You name it, I've tried it. I am on sleep medication, sadly, because that's the nature of the beast. Like, I've done every healthy alternative that you can think of. So, and like I said, I've had this my whole life. So, this is like, 38 years of, well, minus the baby years, but I'm 38. So, I mean, I've tried it. But so had a disruptive sleeping problem prior to it. So I'm just trying to gauge, I guess, outside of myself, like, did anyone's sleeping habits change after their stroke? For me, um, I got back on a normal sleeping routine with the sleep medication. So, my normal bedtime was, probably like 11 midnight. And then after the stroke, when you're in the hospital, and we can all relate to this, there is no sleep there, because of the nurses coming in and out, vitals, and then, being in the neuro ICU, you have to do all those tests where it's like, make a box, what day is it? Why are you here? And questions constantly. So you don't really get to sleep in the hospital. So I found that hard. When I got back, I was on hospital time. So I was like waking up nonstop. I just really could not, even with my medication, nothing. Um, which really, it wore me out. It didn't wear me out enough to like actually sleep. But I found that I was on hospital time. So it took a while to transition out of hospital time. I still feel like I have a little bit of it still left. I'm working from home, and I don't need to be getting up at like 6 something and start my work, but because I'm on hospital hours still, I'm getting up really early and getting my work done, but buys me more time in the afternoon. So I also want to know, you know, uh, do you have like nightmares? Like, have you always been someone to have nightmares before your stroke? Um, and then did you start having nightmares after your stroke, or have you always had nightmares? Um, that's something I want to know too, because I'm kind of like in this bad category where like I've had nightmares also my whole life. So it's like an action movie. And part of that is that I just cannot turn my brain off. And probably the shows that I watch were probably not that great for me to fall asleep and have that kind of, you know, get into my mind, start dreaming. I don't really mind the nightmares that much. The nightmares that did come, and I've touched on this before, is after the stroke and I got home, I had severe nightmares of them, of me reliving my stroke over and over and over. But this time it was like I was watching them pronounce me dead. So it's like I was outside of myself, like just watching it. And it got better. And then more recently, I had like a dream that like I was at the cemetery, like looking at my headstone, And it's very disturbing. And I'm like kind of at a loss with this, and I'm trying to think like happy thoughts. And I am seeing someone about this too to kind of help me with the post-traumatic stress disorder. So I didn't know if any of you guys are going through the or went through nightmares after your stroke, and then after the nightmares, did you get to a place where you found resolution, where you were finally able to sleep and feel okay and not like relive anything or have awful dreams? So, and then if you found it difficult to sleep after the stroke, how long did it take for you before you felt like you got back into your normal routine of sleep? So this is just it's an interesting topic for me to touch on, because I think I'm an outlier, because I've had sleep issues and nightmares my whole life. So I can't really put a measurement on it, just because I am that outlier. So I don't know what it is as an experience for anyone else after having a stroke. So, basically, did your sleep change after your stroke? Did you get back into the swing of it? Did you find that you had nightmares? Did those nightmares resolve? That's kind of what I'm looking for topic of the day. And what things did you find were helpful? Now keep in mind, they're not going to be helpful for me, but maybe it might be helpful for someone else that might be going through this. So it's kind of a short topic, but kind of an important one. It's not one that I really see so much out there about sleep, but sleep is something that impacts you, and it's very important, because when you're asleep, your body's rebuilding and itself. So sleep for us is very important. And I discussed stroke fatigue, and I think my naps are kind of making it worse too, where if I take a nap, it's harder for me to fall asleep. So I try my best to not take naps. So typically at this time, I just finished work, I would be napping. So this is kind of a good thing to be doing. This is a topic of the day, because right now I'm now involved in doing something, instead of just like laying down like, okay, I'm done for the day, I'm gonna start taking a nap, I'm done. So this has been a good method. And I am working out to get back in shape and get some energy, but I like to do it late at night. I kind of find that helps my sleep. I don't know, everyone's a little different. Like, so I used to do like the bodybuilding and working out stuff, and the one time I will admit that I did have good sleep was when I worked out in the morning. I felt that like I had like really great energy throughout the day, and then I felt like I could sleep. But then I start working out in the morning, and then at night, and I was really tired then. But obviously I had to stop that for some other reasons. So I did, I've discussed that I ran, and I love to run more at night, because I would come home and run, and then I would take a hot shower, and that would relax me. And I felt like I slept great then, but I can't run anymore because of my, I've like severely destroyed my ankles from running, and having accidents. They're kind of funny stories though about my accidents. I mean, I don't know. The last one I had, I was just flying down this hill and running as fast as I could, because I saw the sprinklers were on down below, and it was like a really hot night. And so I was like, oh, I want to go run through it. So, like, I just started running down the hill. Well, there's these trees that droop over, and I didn't want to go through it, so I kind of went in the grass, and there was like a little tiny sewer lid that was poking out, and like I went over it, and just, I'm surprised I didn't break my ankle. And I remember at the doctor's office, they said you'd probably be better off with broken ankle than the deep tissue sprain that I had. So, it took away my joy. And I've said I don't really like walking, but I've got to stop saying I don't like and just start doing. So, something I'm trying to work on is that. So, anyways, let me know your thoughts on your sleep. This is just really a way for me just to kind of gather, what other people went through. And then, if you share it, something for people to look at and think, okay, good, I'm not the only one that's like having trouble sleeping or having nightmares. It's hard for me to convey my story on sleep so much because, like I said, I've been a vampire my entire life. And I know I said that I should have been a lawyer, and my mom always pushed me to be an emergency room nurse at night, like she was, because it would be a good fit for me, because I didn't take that advice. I'm like now self-discovering that I'm not listening to things, so I don't know why. Oh well. Never too late, I guess. So, anyways, so I have more topics planned out for the week. They get better, and then so I'll do the Monday through Friday, and then Saturday nights, like I said, I'll tape my big mental health discussion and then post it on Sunday for people to view. I hope this isn't boring or irritating anyone. Hopefully it's helping people. It's helping me talk out loud to a camera. So this is kind of therapeutic for me. So either way, it's a win. So if you hear any weird background sounds, I have 2 little Yorkies, and they like to scratch and thump and grumble. So those are the noises you might be hearing. And I have painters. Who knows how long they're going to be here, but they're painting. So they slammed their ladder on the window, and I can't stand it. So anyways, thought I would explain what those sounds are, just in case you're wondering what the heck is going on. So anyways, let me know your thoughts on the sleep, and I hope you guys have a good evening.